Close all the curtains. Stay on the phone. We are the monsters.
Hello, welcome. It is officially autumn. I cannot express how excited I am for these next few days because these are literally one of my favorite videos to put together. I browsed through Pinterest last night and jotted some things that I want to do, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. So let's commence the new season together. Here's a little outfit of the day. This sweater vest was from Offline, which was an athleisure store. This was on sale for like $30 and it is very cute. And then I just wore a little bralette in the inside, and I love the length because I just feel like it's very bump friendly. Wait, do you want a little bump update? You can kind of tell a little. At the time I'm filming this, I am 20 and a half weeks. Anyways, these pants I sized up on because it's just more comfortable and I think it'll last me well into the third trimester, hopefully. I didn't think I'd ever be a sweater vest kind of person, but in fact, when they were first starting to trend, I was like, there's no way I can ever pull this off, but they're starting to grow on me. So excited to finally bust these out for the season. And for once, the mere thought of fuzzy slippers does not make me instantly break a sweat. Okay, so I just found out that pumpkin spice latte day was on August 26th. By the time you're watching this, I know that's already old news, but I'm still adjusting emotionally. So that is the mission today, is to go out and get the classic pumpkin spice latte. I heard there's a new drink too, like a pecan cortado or something, but I do think 2 coffee drinks would be too much in one day, but we'll see. I might just YOLO and do everything. So that is the game plan. I'm gonna get a drink and I think I'm gonna head over to Barnes & Noble afterwards because I'm finishing up my August book, so it is time to pick out a new one. Today is gonna be a day of getting coffee and a new book, and I'm so excited. Let's go. RIP. Stay forever connected. This is so sad. This is my childhood shop. Oh, sorry, decaf. Thank you so much. My 2 a.m. self would thank you. Pumpkin spice latte acquired. Cheers to the PSL of the season. All right, let's do a taste test. So good. I just got it with soy milk and 3 pumps of their pumpkin spice sauce instead of 5, and it is plenty sweet for me. It's so good. Pumpkin spice latte just never disappoints. It's the perfect day to get this too. Even though it is 80 degrees out there, it is a cloudy day and the weather's already cooled down so much. Yeah, it's just as good as I remember it. I should have taken a clip of this, but they actually made my drink wrong. It only came up halfway, and then the rest was just like sad, deflated foam. And I just asked them, I was like, is this how it's supposed to be? Like, is this inflation? But turns out she was being trained and she like made a cappuccino instead. So they remade it for me, and the staff was so kind, and I'm glad I kept my large. I'm sharing this, by the way, with Kurt, of course, who's not here, but I'm gonna bring it back to him. Okay, bye. It took so much self-control not to shop because the Starbucks was actually in a mall, but we have more important things to do. Let's go to the bookstore. All right, one of my favorite things about finishing a book is getting to pick out a new one. It's a whole thing for me. I usually do everything I can to go to a physical bookstore and purchase a book from there. I almost never buy it used, and I do everything I can to not look at the price from Amazon because it just doesn't make any sense. I see it as a way to support physical bookstores because I so appreciate their existence, and browsing books in a bookstore is actually just one of my favorite pastimes, so it's a win-win. I still remember how devastated I was when Borders closed down. This was in high school for me, and if you're too young to know, Borders is like the competitor of Barnes & Noble, but I was so sad when Borders went out of business because I would go there almost most weeknights after school and get a large white chocolate mocha and just snuggle with a book, and they have all these comfy leather chairs. Ugh, RIP. Another store that is part of my childhood that's gone. Anyways, I am about to go inside to Barnes & Noble. I have a to-read list on my Notion, but I like to spend the first 30 minutes and just browse and see what's calling to me, because my last book was just purchased at a whim when I was browsing, and I actually really enjoyed it. I'm on the hunt for a really easy read because I hate it when a book just drags on too long. And I'm almost finished with the third book from the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, so maybe I'll buy the fourth one. We'll see. Let's go inside. Back home now, and I am definitely feeling the sugar rush from the pumpkin spice latte. Despite getting it half sweetened and I only drank half of it, my gestational diabetes test is coming up in a couple weeks, and I am quite nervous on getting the glucose drink because what I've read online is it just tastes pretty awful. And one thing about pregnancy for me is I just can't handle super sweet things anymore. They kind of make me sick. Part of me is like, why can't I just order a venti pumpkin spice latte, full sweet, bring it in, and then take the test? I mean, I'd probably enjoy it way more. I think the glucose test has like 50 grams of sugar. A venti pumpkin spice latte probably has the same amount. Anyways, petition to the entire medical field to make that happen. So, the bookstore. Ended up picking up this book. It's called Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I did not get as much time as I wished to browse around because it was getting close to dinner time, but I resorted to my oh so reliable Notion list, and I'm excited to finally read a book from that list. This book my friend had read and recommended to me, and she loved it. I think there's like 3 books in this series, and they all get great reviews, and the summary just sounds fun, which honestly is a priority for me right now with books because I've been reading so much on like baby and pregnancy related things. So the little time that I do have to sit down and read a physical book, I want it to feel fun and easy and like more of an escape. So yeah, I'm really excited to start the series. I hope I like it. And I've already decided that my book after this one is going to be the 4th book in A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I've just been flying that series way too quickly because I actually read them on Audible, and I, like many others, am obsessed with it. So I'm trying to slow it down by tackling the physical version next. Let me know if you're reading the series and what you think. There are some pretty spicy parts, especially in the 3rd one. I feel like there were more than the first 2, but it's pretty easy to just skip through it if you don't like that stuff. I had a friend that actually said she wished there were more, so to each their own. Pumpkin spice latte and fall book is acquired. Now let's go make some dinner. Wrap the goods. Would you like some?
Sure, yeah. The infamous pumpkin spice.
I'm sorry, it's called PSL.
Sorry, yes, it's wrong bite.
Thoughts?
It's good.
Great review.
Good. Drink. Sweet.
Congratulations, Kurt. You are now part of the basic Fall Gals Club.
Because I drank your pumpkin spice latte?
Yes, and you liked it.
You even inducted me into your cult?
Yes, there should be a name. I'm fully embracing the basic Fall Gal Club. It's not really a cool club. You really shouldn't be called that, but I'm a part of it, inevitably.
If you're a part of it, I'll join.
I am having the healthiest day so far. I should be a role model for people that are trying to be healthy, because for dessert, I am finishing up a sausage McGriddle and my large pumpkin spice latte. Bon appetit. So, sorry, this is a blob head 1 is me and blob head 2 is Kurt.
If they couldn't tell which was which.
But we walk by this sign every night.
Mine
so
is so bright. It's so bright. Actually somewhat painful to look at.
Wait, I'm like trying to focus exposure on it and it can't even do that. It can't. Oh wait, now wait, oh my god, we can breathe. We can read.
And now like literally everything else around it is pitch
but
black.
Everything
That's how much you have to adjust.
I just finished up dinner and did our post-dinner walk, and I think I'm going to put on Gilmore Girls and start on my fall mood board. Last year was when I watched Gilmore Girls for the first time, and I just fed head over heels for it. It's easily become one of my go-to comfort shows. I now understand why it's become such a classic. I've always seen commercials for it when it was still in like the WB network, but I just never watched it then. But similar to The Office and Friends, it's so well deserved that it's seeing a resurgence in popularity. It takes a lot for me to get into a new show. The only time I sit down and properly watch a show is when I'm having dinner with Kurt, and our Venn diagram of shows that we're both into happens to be like spy, crime, thriller kind of theme. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I rarely just sit down and watch a show by myself. So if I'm going to commit to a show, it has to be like The Office or Friends level good, you know? Something about the banter and the forever fall vibe that it gives. Just, it's the perfect time to restart it right now. Kurt and I visited the set of Stars Hollow, which is just a WB studio tour in Los Angeles last fall, and it was by far probably one of the most touristy things I've ever done, which is ironic because we lived there for 5 to 10 years, but it was such an endorphin boosting activity because I fangirled so hard that day, just seeing the gazebo and Luke's Diner. And they had other shows, film sets there too, like Pretty Little Liars, and we got to take a picture on the infamous Friends couch and the Friends fountain. Anyways, I'm really excited to restart Gilmore Girls, and I pseudo restarted the show sometime this year, so I'm currently on season 3. So I think that's where I'll start it from and just have a cozy night in and browse through Pinterest and compile a mood board here.